Okay. Is it on? Let's see here. Sideways, brother. We'll fix it. Hey everybody, how are you? It's JoeyTLive, Leafs Talk, Life Talk, episode 7. Our sponsor tonight is La Specchio, the only newspaper in Woodbridge you need to read when you wake up. Nicholas, Wonderboy, is here in the house.
I know how to fix this.
So just keep it straight. Sorry guys, we're having camera problems. That's when you don't pay for good help. That's what happens. So just try switching it around. That's all you gotta do, big guy. There you go.
I don't know if I'll get both of us then.
It's okay, keep it on me. They only come here to see me. Wonderboy,
That's
no
fine, I don't
offense.
care.
It's good.
Didn't it adjust last time?
That's fine. Keep it like that. Okay guys, let's get right into it. I haven't seen you guys or talked to you guys since I think it was Saturday's game versus Philadelphia. We've had 2 games since then. They've lost against San Jose, I believe was, what day was that, Wonderboy?
It was Monday.
Monday, and we won last night against Anaheim. So again, the Leafs were losers of 3 straight, and basically they won their first game in the last 4 games against Anaheim, even though Anaheim had a depleted lineup. They were missing Biesca,
Kessler,
Getzlaf. You know, I believe if Anaheim had their full team, they probably would have lost that game, the Leafs. But you know what? 2 points is still 2 points. Wonderboy, can you go through some of the lineup or some of the game info from the game against San Jose?
San Jose?
Yeah.
So San Jose, the goal scorer was Matthews, scored the first goal of the game.
Okay. Another one from Mateo.
We had a lengthy period. Well, I think it was like 30-something minutes without a shot on goal.
Okay.
Close to 29 minutes.
Good point, good point.
Really, we were just outplayed.
Outplayed, you know what? We've
And
never
no
won
effort.
in San Jose. I believe their goalie's 6-0 versus us in their last 6 games.
There are 9 straight games without a win in San Jose, or versus San Jose.
Yeah, it's been a rough ride in San Jose. You know what? Anderson did play his best game, even though they did lose the game. It was finally good to see him stop a lot of shots. Going into Anaheim, I know we needed the 2 points. Again, if those other stars were playing for Anaheim, I don't even think we would have won that game. And thank you, Alfio Chafalo. That's good, bro. You guys are sideways. Thank you. Now we're straight. Sorry, we're having problems with our system here, but we're good to go. So again, the Leafs are 1-1 on this West road trip. They've always had trouble on this trip. They usually go 4-5-0 the other way. They lose 5 games in a row. Big game against LA tonight. You know, LA is going to be looking for blood since they lost a week and a half ago here in Toronto. Do you have any stats, Wonderboy, from the game in Anaheim?
Oh yeah, so going with the lines, Mike Babcock shifted up the lines. We had Hyman, Matthews, Nylander first line, Kadri, Levo, Komarov second line, Brown, Marlowe playing center, which he played in San Jose. He wasn't brought here to play center, but Babcock put him there anyways with JVR. And fourth line, Bozak, Marner, and Matt Martin.
Well, how I feel about those 4 lines, I'm not too pumped about it. I don't like Marner back on the 4th line. I still think he should be on the 2nd or 3rd. I don't have no idea what's going on with him. Maybe his girlfriend's breaking up with him. We have no idea what's going on back at home. I don't mind Marlowe as a centerman, but I don't think he should be there all year. Bozak's, he's struggling. Maybe he misses Phil Kessel. You know, they used to be roommates. A lot of cheesies, a lot of poker games. Maybe he's not used to his new roommate, or maybe he lives on his own. Maybe that's the reason why he's struggling this year. But we definitely need him to come up big and play a little bit better than he is. The defensive pairings, how were that for that Anaheim game?
Defensive pairing, we had Hainsey, Riley, Zaitsev, Boardman, and Gardner Carrick.
That's not bad. I think that's 6. I think we've been playing better defense since they put those combinations together. Again, the game in San Jose, we got unlucky. I think we had 1 power play in San Jose. San Jose had 4.
We didn't have a power play in San Jose.
We actually had no power play. That's right, in San Jose. And how are you supposed to win a game? And San Jose scored the go-ahead goal on a power play, whipping that puck around. We got screwed. The refs weren't on our side. But again, you're not going to win every game. San Jose's a tough 2 points to go into their stadium. Anaheim, again, we got lucky last night, but I'll take the 2 points. Big game tonight. We're now 8-5. We have 16 points. We're 8th in the league right now. I know a lot of people around the league do not want us to do good, but Austin Matthews almost got another one yesterday, ringing it off the post. Any questions right now? Let's go to the board. Right now we do not have any questions. It's okay, that's why we're here, guys. And again, it's hard for me to travel, guys, go out in public. People recognize me now. I have to bring Wonder Boy on the camera here because, you know, it'll take some spotlight off your boy, JoeyTLive right now. Okay, guys, big game tonight. I've been saying that we need these 2 points. I don't think they're going to win tonight. I think they're going to win in St. Louis Saturday night, but that's just my opinion. Reason why I'm on here tonight, some people might get offended, is this whole show is going to be based around how, if you're from Toronto, how can you cheer for another team in another city? Now, I know Wonder Boy, since he was 4 years old. Who's your favorite team, Wonder Boy?
The Leafs, hands down. Hands
down. I taught him as a 4-year-old, yes, our team was not good. Yes, he cried on the floor when he was 5 years old when they lost in the shootout. The Islanders versus New Jersey. We needed the Islanders to lose, and the Islanders won the shootout. I had to hold Wonder Boy like a newborn baby and caress him and tell him, get used to this, it sucks. So he's been a fan. And could have Wonder Boy switched teams at that time?
Of course.
He watched 9 years in a row of the Leafs not going to the playoffs. Very simple. And I'm going to let Wonder Boy know again, speak when you're spoken to. It's okay, I know you're new to the camera. I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know, get you excited. Okay, so this is what I want to get into, guys. If you have any questions, I don't mean to offend anyone. I actually, when someone tells me they're a fan of another team, it's like I look at them like when someone passes gas in my car and doesn't tell me who did it. Like I give them this face. It does, to me, I'm 37 years old. I might meet someone new. Hey, where you from? I'm from Toronto. I'm from Woodbridge. Oh, that's cool. You like hockey? Oh, I love hockey too. I'm a Leaf fan. Who do you love? I love Montreal. And I look at them like, I ask them, why do you like Montreal? And it's tough seeing that, you know, like when I hear that, it really bothers me. Here are the typical non-Toronto fans. Here are the typical 7-6 teams. There's Montreal, there's Detroit, there's Boston, there's Edmonton, LA, Chicago. Now, I understand why you like those teams, but let me get into some perspective for you. I would respect you more if you liked a St. Louis, a Florida, Columbus, Winnipeg, or Calgary. Why can't you like a team that was struggling for the last 20 years? You just so happen to like a team that was on fire. It's an easy way out. You got a GPS system before the GPS system came out. I get it. Okay. Back to what I was saying. At a young age, I'm 37 years old. A lot of my friends who are 37 who like those teams, whether you were born in the early 70s, you liked Montreal Canadiens, or 60s, yes, they have the most cups. In the early 80s, you were an Islanders fan or you were an Edmonton fan. In the mid 90s, you were Pittsburgh, Detroit, Colorado, New Jersey. Guys, in those years when my Leafs were struggling, do you think I didn't want to go cheer for Wayne, Messier, Coffey, Anderson, Curry, Grant Fuhrer? In the 90s, you don't think when I had Daniel Marois, Vince Donfus, Dan Daouz, I didn't want to cheer for Yager, Stevens, Coffey again? In the mid-90s, when Sundin had Korvalev on his line with Berezin, you think I didn't want to run over to Detroit and cheer for Yzerman, Fedorov, Keith Primo, Shanahan, all these legends on that team? Or Colorado, Sakic, Forsberg, Deadmarch. Guys, you took the easy way out. I know it's hard to hear. Put it this way. They tell me they love cheering for a team that's a winner. But when I look around, you still live in Toronto, so you have to technically drive 7-8 hours or take a flight to go be with that fan base that really knows you're not a part of them and sit down with them. So it's almost like saying your dad or your mom is not rich enough, so you're going to go to Montreal and look for a rich parent and you're going to cheer for them. That's the same way I look at someone who likes Montreal that lives here, or Boston. And it's funny, the Montreal fans, they'll give you the same thing, Wonder Boy. They'll tell you, oh, we've got the most cups. Last time I checked, you were born in Woodbridge. And then you got the Boston guys. The Boston guys are always the strong, tough jock guys. Oh, Boston's the best. Grinder, Bruins, big bad Bruins. I don't even know why you guys like that team. You got Edmonton. Give me a break, guys. I think I didn't want to have Wayne Gretzky confirm me when I was 13 years old. Huh? Like, I would love to be an Edmonton Oilers fan. you copped out. You saw a team winning 5 cups and 6 cups in 8 years. You're like, that's my team ski. It just makes me sick to my stomach. I got a couple other points. Montreal fans' favorite lines that they give to me, Wonder Boy, my brother-in-law, anyone else that they know. The last time you guys won a cup was 1967 when the league had 6 teams. Last time I checked, you guys were born in 1980. You don't even remember that time. I don't either. So why are you bringing up the past when I wasn't around? And there's no way in hell you guys liked Montreal before you were born. It's technically impossible, right, Wonder Boy? That's completely impossible. Then I'll get the Montreal fans that tell me, well, I've seen 2 cups in my lifetime. Well, I had cable too. I watched Montreal win in 86 and I watched them win in 93. But you're still not from Montreal. You still have to take the highway. You still have to drive there. You still have to fly there. So I still don't understand. Yes, Wonder Boy.
To me, the only thing I would respect is if your grandfather or your father was a fan of a different team and you grew up watching the game with them and you'd still follow that team.
I understand. That's a good point, Wonder Boy, and I'll give you a couple examples. Again, I don't mean to be racist or discriminate anybody. I have a lot of Portuguese friends. Their fathers love Montreal. And it's always been that way. And I really believe because Montreal had a red jersey, they like Montreal for the fact that Portugal had a red jersey. But when the World Cup came around, they chose Brazil. But then they got this fantastic player called Ronaldo in Portugal, and they forgot about Brazil. So now that the Leafs got Mateo, I think they're going to forget about Montreal. That's where my sick mind's going, guys. And when Ronaldo finally won them that Euro Cup, and I was so happy for Portugal, that's the same feeling the Leafs fans are going to have because we stuck around. I understand that we've had a crappy team. Oh, you know what line I love, Wonder Boy? Is when they tell me, yeah, but Matt Sundin didn't get it done.
Who does Sundin have?
Hold on, Wonder Boy, I'm about to get into that. I look at them, and if I had a toothpick like Razor Ramon, I would flick it right in between their pupil. I would turn it clockwise, counterclockwise, grab an espresso, throw it in their eyes, and I would say to them, okay, let me put it this way. Matt Sundin, that poor soul, had Hoagland on his right, Renberg on his left. He had on defense Aki Berg. Caberlet was his best defenseman. Brian McCabe. He had Gary Volk, who I think was a supply teacher during his off time, because I don't think he made enough money in the league. We had junk players all around Sundin. Here's an example too. They always say, well, Sundin didn't get it done. You switch Matt Sundin during those years with Yzerman. Does Detroit win a cup if Sundin switches with Yzerman?
I think so.
110%. Does Yzerman do anything with our Toronto team switching with Sundin? Okay. Yager and Lemieux in 91. I know Sundin was a rookie, but you know where I'm going here. You even talk about even the Boston Bruins in 2011, a prime Matt Sundin. Switch Bergeron with Matt Sundin. Does the Boston Bruins win the cup with Matt Sundin? 120%. Put Bergeron on the Leafs team during that year. He doesn't even win a face-off, and he's the best in the league doing that. So, guys, this is what I'm trying to get at. I got a lot of paperwork. This is a hot topic for me. If you guys have any questions, by all means, the Gary Volk comment. Yeah, thanks, Dave Castellino. He understands this. That's my boy David. He's a true fan. Like, that guy's a trainer now. He's got 16 abs, but at the end of the day, he won't eat sweets and he won't cheer for the Habitites, whatever their names are in Montreal. That's why I love David Castellino. Like, another thing, Montreal fans, Boston fans, Detroit fans, how can you cheer for a loser? But they're my team. This is where I'm from. And then they'll say, oh yeah, but you guys are so happy Italy won the World Cup in soccer, but the Stanley Cup means nothing. Well, yeah, because my parents are from Italy. I'm going to cheer for Italy. I don't cheer for Zimbabwe in the World Cup just because I like their colors. Or I don't cheer for Germany because I'm Italian. I really believe where you're from, you should cheer for. Now, if you got to go drive to Montreal to watch a game, stay there. Just take a one-way ticket and don't come back. We don't need you to come back. Don't enjoy the Toronto lifestyle. Don't come to Laval and ask me to come get you upstairs because I run the city and the streets and you don't like the Leafs. Like, to me, I'm going to look you in the eye and say, we're at capacity. well, you can't go swimming right now. You don't got your trunks, even though you got your swimming shorts on. I won't let you in. Okay, guys? And then they'll say something like this. The Leaf games, Joey, they're so expensive. And I look at them and I say, I agree. Do we get ripped off from the MLSE? 120%. Do they charge too much to go to the games? 140%. But a lot of these guys work for construction companies and their bosses own those season tickets. So go talk to your boss and tell him to give you 2 tickets, or start working harder, he'll give you 2 tickets. But for the love of God, if you're going to come and tell me, Wonder Boy, that it's too expensive to go watch a Leaf game, but your team is 6 or 8 hours away and you got to fly there, spend gas back and forth, and buy your tickets, guess what? I'm saving money. So that makes no sense what you're talking about. Wonder Boy, do you agree?
I agree.
Of course you agree, because you're my nephew and I confirmed you, and I wish Matt Sundin confirmed me. That's what I'm trying to get at here, Wonder Boy. So, another thing I love the Detroit guys. So I'll only pay for a winner. I'll drive to 8 Mile and go watch a game over there. And I'm like, is it because you had Brett Hall in your 4th line with Zetterberg and Datsuk? Is that why you like the Detroit Red Wings? Hey, Wonder Boy, do you think that's why they like them? Not because it's the wing on the jersey. You don't think the Leafs, if they had a 4th line like that, they might win? And yes, they drafted better, they had better coaches, but this is why I see the jealousy. This is the new word of the night, is jealousy. That's oozing all over all these people, okay? It's oozing from the Montreal fans, the Boston fan, the Edmonton fan. We now got a system that works. We got a general manager that works. We got a coach that works. We now got 3 young superstars. Yes, are we a little obnoxious? Maybe. But now we got a team that could compete for a cup. And they just can't handle it. And this team's only going to get better and better. When Mateo hit the goalpost yesterday, I went to go answer my door, guys. I thought the doorbell rang. That's how hard he hit it. Okay, guys, he's going to get 40 in his sleep every year. And I see the jealousy from the other teams. And do I respect those teams? Of course I respect them. I love Crosby. I love Wayne Gretzky. I love Lemieux. But as a kid, I couldn't look, Wonder Boy, because I know you were too young. You weren't even born during these times. No. But I couldn't just go to Sports Check and buy another jersey and pretend I was enjoying that city's moment, that city's excitement. I know some of my friends that actually flew to the parade, Wonder Boy, and they would go to Los Angeles and walk and be a part of the parade. You're not from there. Where are you going? It doesn't even make sense, guys. We got Tony Gasparo saying, I cheer for Joey all day long. Thank you. That means a lot. We got Josh McGarry, a good friend of mine. You know what? Josh loves the Boston Bruins, but Josh did 2 mortgages with me, so I have to respect Josh. Josh, you get a pass. I would tear you another but you know what? He came to me for 2 mortgages. I got him the best rates. I'll give him that. But Montreal fans, again, I still don't understand. I went to French class, Wonder Boy, and I failed on purpose when I was young, just to prove a point. I don't like the Montreal Canadiens because I'm a Leafer. I like the Smurfs. I didn't like red cartoon characters. It was all about blue. Wonder Boy, do you have any friends in your high school and now university? Now I forget, you're getting older. That cheer for another team?
Oh yeah, I have a close friend, Agostino.
His name is Agostino. That's the problem right there. Carry on.
He likes the Montreal Canadiens, and his favorite players, Max Pacioretty.
Wow, okay, this guy, he needs a therapist. That's the first thing I want to say to Agostino. Second thing, he needs to go to City Hall and tell them he needs a name like Adam and change it up. My dad's name's Silvio. He didn't call me Sylvester Silvio. He called me Joey because he knew I was going to grow with the city. That's his problem. Pacioretty is a flake. If Pacioretty was a cereal, they would call him Frosted Flakes. That guy's got no heart. He's the Tin Man. He should be on a Montreal Canadian version of The Wizard of Oz. You tell Agostino I got $400 in my checking account. It's my 3rd checking account. I want to tell everyone how much I make. Take the $400 and don't come back. You tell Agostino, get the hell out of the city, guys. I hate Agostino. Wherever you are, Agostino, I don't like you. If you watch my show, turn it off. Guys, I want to hear from people who are truly fans. And if you don't like the Leafs, explain to me why in a nice way. There's not going to be no swearing. I might flip you the bird, but there's no swearing on JoeyTLive. Okay, guys? Any questions coming right now? I know we have a one-time caller calling in right now. He should be calling any second. Franco LaFranco should be calling in, but I'm really passionate about this guy. Episode 7 means a lot. My favorite drink is 7-Up. And La Specchio, again, we are sponsored by La Specchio, guys. When I was playing soccer, I was on the cover more than Kim Kardashian on the cover of Vogue magazine. They really knew what a winner was. And again, I still don't understand how someone from another city, Wonder Boy, really gets to me. Like
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense to me how you could just be happy when someone. Oh, here we go. We got a one-time, first-time listener, something signed caller. Franco LaFranco calling from Denmark today. He went to go scouting for Babcock. Franco, are you there? Hold on, Franco. We got to hear you again. Put it on speaker.
He cut out.
He cut out. Sorry, Franco cut out again. It's okay, guys.
We'll give him a call back.
We'll give him a call back. Any questions right now? Right now we just got David, just the only one supporting us. Mike Spataro's here. Anthony Calla, welcome to the show. Okay, put it right to the microphone. Okay, Franco, let me give you a rundown. Thank you for calling. You're the only one who gets through on the show. I don't know how you do. You must got quick fingers, Franco.
Yeah, I got what I have? Telepathy. You ever watch that one?
No, I've never seen it. What's it about, Franco?
No, telepathy is like something from the mind, like the mind people. They go right inside you never mind. You never went to school.
You're right, Franco. I didn't go to school, and I was telling my guest, Franco, I want you to really understand this, that I failed French on purpose for my hatred for the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, people don't understand how much you hate Les Habitants and how much you can make mix. You remember how much you hate Guy Carbonneau?
Oh, Guy Carbonneau, I sort of got, he looks like, it was a guy that works right beside Western Products that used to fix shoes. I thought that was Guy Carbonneau growing up.
Yeah, me too. I used to bring carbonated water because I thought it was going to help his face.
But Franco, that's a really good point. Franco, growing up, you were a diehard Leaf fan. Like I once seen you paint yourself blue, go to school. You actually never went to class, but you're always wearing your Leaf jersey. How do you feel about a lot of your friends, Franco, that like the Boston, the Chicagos, the Edmonton, the Montreals? How do you feel about those people?
And I swear on the air, on the radio stuff.
You know what? Make it quick, Franco.
They can all fuck off because guess what? We born blue, blood and white. My father came here on a donkey horse, and guess what he did? The first place he went, he didn't even watch the fight Rocky Marcial in the garden. He went straight to watch the Leaf game. He fell in love with the Leafs, and guess what I did? I was born blue and red, not red, sorry. I was born blue and white, and that's the only way it should be. My sons, guess what they do? When they want to watch the game, I said, guess what, guys? I didn't pay the cable bill this month. Nobody's watching no Habs, and the other donkeys watching the Hawks. Guess what they do? They go outside and shovel the snow when I watch my Leafs, and they take all the internet. So one can watch the Hawks, and one can watch the Habs.
Well,
my house, when I had a house, was only blue and white.
I know, Franco.
Yeah, you want to now I live in a car, and I listen to Joe Bowen and our podcast every night.
Well, Franco, that's a good point, but I want to give you a good point. I want you to touch on this. Give me a minute to explain, because I know you're riled up like the macho man that you are. You have the same body as him, by the way. But what I want you to know, I don't blame your sons. Why I don't blame your sons? One loves, his oldest son, Mikey, loves the Hawks. His youngest son loves the Habs. Why did he like those teams? Because for the first 9 years of their lives, we never made it to the playoffs, which is totally understandable. I understand that to a certain point. But when my dad brought me to my first game in '86, he didn't give me a choice. He came to Toronto in 1969, and that was his team, and that's it. He knows they struggle. He knows they had shitty players. But now we got good players, and we get to reap it together. We get to enjoy it together, Franco. That's what I don't understand. I know these fans are going to come back. Why? Because the 9 years that Crosby was untouchable, all those younger kids, I love Pittsburgh. Well, you go drive to 4 hours to Steeltown and tell me how fun it is over there. It ain't fun over there. You might come back with 3 teeth.
You know what, Joe? Actually, I like Steeltown. And I know I'm a big Crosby fan, and the Penguins.
Oh, I love Crosby. Love him. Probably the best player since, since Lemieux. He's the best player since Lemieux.
And everybody used to argue with Joey and I when we was growing up because everybody liked Gretzky. There was a different type of player. When Mario was, you remember, 6'6" guy, hands are like palm olive, can go upstairs for fun. You never make a guy like that.
No.
You know, when Gretzky
I remember the goalies wore the sponge my mom uses to wash the dishes as their hockey pads, Franco.
Yeah, and Mary, exactly, that's right, Jojo. And Mary used to get 4 guys on his back, and guess who his winger was, Joe? Remember? Robbie Brown. Are you fucking kidding me?
Robbie Brown had 49 goals with Mario, but this is what I'm trying to get at, Franco. We had to cheer for the Robbie Browns on the Maple Leafs. We had no choice. We gave up Vince Donfus for nothing. Russ Courtnall for John Cordick, God rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
We went through the crap, but now that these other fans, the Boston guys, and we're friends with all these guys, we don't hate these guys. We hate their minds. That's what we hate.
Yeah.
And now that they see that we got Austin Matthews, oh, he's not that good. Guys, he's ripping nets at an alarming pace. The league wants to find him because every time he goes upstairs, he rips the net. That's why he's going to get suspended. Yes, Franco. That's why they're going to get suspended. They see Marner's hands are so soft. Nylander goes around and around. I feel like I'm at the bat at Wonderland. I don't know what's going on. It's beautiful.
You know what? He's so right, Joe. I sorry to interrupt. When I watch Nylander play, you know the merry-go-round?
Yes?
That's right. So like he's on the merry-go-round, these stupid donkeys are chasing him. Never going to get the fuck out there.
No, but Franco, that's why, this is what I'm trying to get at. Again, Franco, I don't mean to interrupt you. I really feel if you're from here and you cheer for another team and you try to give me this... Sorry, Franco?
Sorry to interrupt, but you don't belong here. You can't cheer for no fake bullshit, not this town. Get out.
No, you gotta go. You gotta go. And don't give me the Franco, I hate the line, or I got to see 2 cups in my lifetime. No, you didn't. You went to Fortino's the same day I went there when they won the cup. You weren't there. You weren't in the stadium. You don't belong in the parade. Imagine, how about this, Franco? We got a lot of buddies who like the Boston Bruins. You know they got a little bit of an accent when they go down there, right?
Oh yeah, all of a sudden they become like they're Irish, like
All of a sudden we got people saying hey, and they're talking to Mark Wahlberg. They're gonna know you're not from there. They don't want you there, guys. They don't want you there. It's like The Walking Dead. You're not a zombie, but you're gonna go hang around the zombies. You know what I mean, Franco? All right, Franco. Well, that's why I'm glad you called. If for some reason you always get through, I love that you're in our chorus. We got Wonder Boy on here too. Wonder Boy, Blues.
How was the one? Sorry, Georgia. How was Wonder Boy? Wonder Boy, how's your nut?
It's good.
No, your nut. It was good. Were you drunk?
Wonder Boy really loves the Leafs, Franco, so that's why he's here. This guy. Oh, it's going to be... They need these 2 points, but Franco, I'm going to be honest. I'm a Leaf fan. I don't think they're winning tonight.
I don't think so either.
I think LA is going to take... what's that big word there, Wonder Boy? Retribution?
Revenge?
Revenge, yeah. Let's go with revenge. I think LA is going to come out on fire because I don't see the Leafs winning tonight. They're going to win Saturday in St. Louis, but not tonight.
Yeah, I see them Saturday in St. Louis against Jake Allen because Jake Allen needs Swedish food. But,
yes, for sure.
Anyways, yeah, tonight's an interesting one. You got Jonathan Quick. I think he's 7-0-1 or 7-1. It's hard to beat him. And that line, you know, they still fortunate. They're so tough, Jojo. They got 4 lines. Their third line is deadly.
Oh, and then you got, you know, another thing, Franco, you got Kopitar, one of the best 2-way forwards in the league. He's going to be covering Mateo.
100%. Mateo's going to learn something from the bench tonight. You want to watch.
You know what, though? If anything, Mateo does remind me of Kopitar, but with more skill.
Yeah, he's got a lot more skill. You know what? And it's funny because Kopitar is Slovenian. He always looks like something's wrong with him. Like he's got bags under his eyes.
Yeah, he looks like, you know what he looks like? He went to Bahamas and the suntan lotion was left in his eyes and he came back and played 7 months. That's what he looks like.
I know. and when Austin Matthews takes his, when Mateo takes his stuff up, he's like a white man can't jump. He looks like he's pretty fast for himself. But the thing with him, he looks like the white striped league singer.
Oh, 100%. He looks like the white stripe. I think he is him, but he's just not telling us. I really believe that.
He goes upstairs, so it's okay.
Franco, quick question I have for you, and then I'll go ask the same question to Wonder Boy. Out of the people who cheer for the other teams in the league that are from here, which other fans do you hate the most, Franco?
Wow, I got Montreal #1, and I gotta say Detroit #2 because they're so close to the border. I want to stab everybody. I love Stevie Y. He was the best.
Oh, I love Stevie. The Johnny Depp of hockey, Franco. Johnny Depp of hockey.
Yeah.
Okay, and Who was your third pick there?
Oh, it's tough. I got a coin toss because you know how I feel about the Bruins. They make me sick. But you know what? You know what, Tim? I can't even get over the Ottawa Senators because we don't have one fan here. Only two. Montreal and Boston. And the other one I actually like, I'm sorry, I don't think everybody's going to trust my nuts. I'm so happy for the Kings. They produced a powerhouse team. Guess why? You know why?
Why is that?
Because Michael Fiuta, the Italian that was the GM, he was in Subway a long time.
Wow.
Michael Fiuta went to Los Angeles and he made that team.
That's a good point, Franco. I forgot about that. Well, I want to ask the same question to Wonderboy. Wonderboy, out of your friends' favorite teams, who's the one you like to hate the most?
I absolutely hate the Boston Bruins.
You hate the Boston Bruins.
Ever since that
Yeah.
playoff game, we went to that playoff game.
We did.
Game 4.
I brought him when I confirmed my Wonderboy nephew over here. I brought him to Game 4. No, it was Game 3. Game 3.
I still remember the play.
Dion Phaneuf,
He
that
pinched
hand,
up
he
the hole.
pinched. 2-on-1,
Crazy.
Frank Cheek slippered it under Reimer's arm.
And they
And
won
the
that
game was over. But you know what? We didn't have the team to beat that team. But I still hate Boston. They had guys like Lucic, Bergeron, Marchand. They had Thomas, who played out of his mind. But you know what, guys? Franco, Wonderboy.
Yeah.
We needed to lose that year to get the players we have today.
Yeah,
So-
it's a big, you got a big kudos goes to like, the smart move, but it was a dumb move at the time with our boy, Brian Burke. So everything he did, it made us what they are today. All this stuff, he came for a reason. He made 9 mistakes on purpose, and that's what the stars had aligned for us to match. It's all done on purpose.
You know what? And like Wonderboy was saying, that loss hurts. But again, if they win that series, we don't have these young 3
Very
guys on our
true.
team right now.
That's exactly, yeah.
But even with Boston, I hate everything about Boston.
I hate
the
Boston.
Players,
I
I hate their horn. I hate that
I hate
commentator.
the guy who looks like he looks like
The singer?
a wrestler from Saturday mornings from the 80s. Every time he sings, he pumps
he
his
does a-
fist. I want to give him a Boston crab in the middle of the ice. That's what I want to
Yeah,
do to
I
him.
like that guy, and I hope he chokes on his mouth.
Yeah, he looks like Dino Bravo's manager. Google that if you got time. He looks exactly like him. I can't stand him, guys. Again, no offense to anyone who cheers for other teams. Again, episode 7. I wish you guys well when you go to heaven, but you should not be cheering for anything but the Leafs. I'm sorry if you don't come to me to do your mortgage. I'm still going to be fine because there's a lot of Leaf fans here that need a mortgage. So I'm still going to be good. Franco's still working hard. Wonderboy got braces. We're gonna do good. We're gonna be fine, and we got a lot of years. But you know, Franco, I've been getting a lot of Montreal fans, Boston fans. Oh, you guys think you're so good. You're 8-5. Yeah, we are good now. Is there a problem, sir? Now, if they're bigger than me, I gotta watch what I say. But they just, I feel the jealousy, Franco, that they see that.
Lots of jealousy going on, Jojo. And guess what? Nobody's got a big tree. Our big tree, you know, Matthews, Marner, and Nylander. And you know what? People forget about Connor Brown.
Hyman, you know, there's a lot of flack on Hyman. Hyman plays good hockey. Is he a #1 player? Maybe not. But you know what? I'm not gonna disagree. Yeah, gets it back. Matthews poke checks like that little skinny guy on Nintendo. The first game, ice hockey. He gets the puck back all the time. And Hyman and Brown.
Oh, I absolutely love when Matthew backchecks.
Oh, Matthew, he backchecks like Pavel Datsyuk. He shoots like Mario Lemieux. He's got size like Mario. And everyone's saying, oh, Joey, why don't you just date him? No, guys. I'm not trying to date the guy. I admire the way this guy plays hockey. It's disgusting.
I absolutely agree. I got to admire a guy from Scottsdale, Arizona.
Scottsdale.
That doesn't make any sense.
Does not make sense.
Zero. All the top breeders were in Canada, and the best hockey player in the goddamn breed threat, if anybody can breed on earth, is from Scottsdale, Arizona, and his mother is Mexican.
Absolutely. His parents didn't know what hockey was till he was 13 years old.
You know, and to get ice time, guys, in Arizona, there was one rink. One rink they had. They used the ice cubes from their fridge to make him play in the wintertime. He had nothing, and he wears 34 to honor his dad's baseball number. He's a class act. He's a great player. Again, guys, I feel sorry for you. I'll even accept you. You know what? I don't want to accept you back. When the Leafs win, they're going to win in 2 to 3 years. Are they going to win this year? I don't think so. I think they're close, but they're not going to win this year. But the fact, again, guys, you got to travel 7-8 hours on a plane to go high-five another guy that knows you're not from there. I just don't get it, Franco Wonderboy. I don't get it at all.
Just like what Carey Price Yeah,
It's,
I think you got Scott still in Arizona. He's gone upstairs for no reason. And I got that scene.
you know what? It's all good points. Again, big game tonight. I hope they get the 2 points. I would love to see them go 9-5 right now. They're 8th in the league. They get these 2 points, they'll get right back up to 4th. It's a long season again. I love the people calling me, oh, Joey, leave talk. Hey, you guys lost 3 straight. Well, yeah, there's 82 games in a season. You're going to go on a losing streak. Everybody does. Look at Connor McDavid right now. Second best player in the world. Can't get 2 points if his life depended on it.
Exactly. Edmonton 3-7-1.
Who would have thought that? But you know what? I really feel that Edmonton, they got too much size, and they're not as fast as McDavid, and everyone else looks really slow next to him. That Draisaitl, I don't know, Franco. I don't like Draisaitl. I watched him a lot last night. I find him too clunky. He's too clunky for me at $8 million.
He's very clunky, but that's why he's the number 2. They've got to get a wing, and everybody knows that he's somewhere on his right or left side for Connie Mack.
Oh, big time.
And they traded Taylor Hall for what? Adam Larson? What has he done?
Nothing. That was a bad trade.
Ryan Strome for
No, Franco. You know what they should have did, and it was up for the pickings? Taylor Hall and a draft choice, get PK in Edmonton. That would have been a trade.
That was the best move in life.
That would have been a nice trade. I don't know why Montreal needs a winger so bad. Right now the defense looks terrible, and I love it. Yeah, they lost those, and Nuge was the only guy left from that draft class with those 2 other guys. He's the worst one out of the 3, and they kept him. Doesn't make sense.
And you know, it's sad because Peter Shirley's there. He's another Italian guy.
Yeah, and then, you know, I will support every move he makes on Franco. Good point. Well, guys, thank you, Franco, for coming on. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. Guys, again, if you don't like the Leafs, just take a hike. I don't know what to tell you. You don't come in my group chat and what's up. Don't come near me. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'll respect you as a person, as an individual. Again, I do mortgages. You're going to need me in January when the rate hike goes up. But at the end of the day, I just don't get it, Franco, when someone doesn't like our boys. So
I don't get it either. Our boys are the best. And guess what? The house is down 3-zip. I got to do some boys. I love everybody.
Thank you, Franco. Thank you, Wonderboy, for all your help tonight. Episode 7's in the books. Put my music on. I wish it was HBK's song, but you know what? It's my theme song and it's mine only. Thank you, everyone, for listening. We're going live maybe tomorrow night after the big win tonight or big loss. Who knows? We'll find out tonight. Thank you, everybody. JoeyTLive. Hit the music.